Okay, we're going to do a quick review about writing ionic and covalent formulas. There are two different systems, the ionic system and the covalent system. Covalent is also known as molecular. Whenever they say molecular formula, they're talking about covalent. What you need to remember is to identify ionic or covalent. You need to know that ionic is always a metal plus a nonmetal, and covalent is a nonmetal plus a nonmetal. If you look at your periodic table, it clearly says metals are on the left and nonmetals are on the right. So that should tell you whether you're working with metal and nonmetal or nonmetal and nonmetal. If you are going to solve the formulas, you will use crisscross method to solve ionic formulas, and you'll use the prefixes method to figure out the covalent formulas. So we're going to go ahead and start with the ionic crisscross method. So the first one that we're going to do is, let's do magnesium chloride, which is Mg and CnL. Crisscross method states that you take the charges, you crisscross them, and then you use those as your subscript. So in this case, the charge for Mg is 2+. I got that off of the periodic table, group 2. Chlorine is 1-. I got that off the periodic table, group 17. Now to crisscross, I'm going to take the 2 down below the chlorine, and I'm going to take the 1 down below the magnesium. Above is charges, below is counting numbers. So when I bring that 1 down, I am not going to bring the minus down. I'm not going to bring the plus down. All I'm going to do is say that now I have magnesium, and I've got 1 of them, and chlorine, and I've got 2 of those. So this is magnesium chloride via the crisscross method. We're going to do one that's a little bit harder. It contains, it contains a polyatomic, and it also is just the words. So we have lithium sulfate, and lithium sulfate, I know from the periodic table, it's Li. I look on the back of the periodic table and I see SO4. I know from the back of the periodic table that sulfate is a 2-, and I know from the front of the periodic table, because lithium is in group 1, and I look at the top right-hand corner of the lithium block on the periodic table, I know that lithium is +1. So, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and use the crisscross method again because it's a metal and a nonmetal. All polyatomic ions that are negatives are nonmetals except for ammonium, which is positive. So lithium, I'm going to take that down here. I'm going to take the 2 down here. Again, I'm going to drop the charges, so the result is lithium, 2 comes down, and sulfate, the 1 comes down, so I just leave it like that. This is lithium sulfate. Okay, last one we're going to do is aluminum hydroxide. And I'm going to, well, no, I won't abbreviate it.